Okay, well that's the first time we've ever been able to walk into our meadow.
These have been shut for decades.
Yeah.
It's like Sleeping Beauty trying to get into the tower. Go on.
Yeah, we want to start thinking about repairing the shelter that collapsed a couple of years ago, but we need easy access. The only way we've ever been able to get into here is climbing through barbed wire, a barbed wire fence, which isn't great. So we thought, let's open it all up.
And the other job we've got to do down the end of the meadow is fence it off because the cattle don't come in here and any farmers can use it now. So it's an opportunity to do that.
Yeah, we'll explain a bit more about that later, but basically we want to stop the farmer now using this meadow, because this is our meadow, and because of legal rights of farmers, etc., there is a danger if he continues to use it, we could lose it. But we'll explain all that when we get to it. But first things first, we want to try and get access in through our meadow so it's easy for us to get to the meadow, to the shelter. So that's what we're doing.
Yep.
Right.
Your turn next.
My turn, okay.
Oh, I think you need to get the strimmer on that.
Right, strimmer time. Okay.
And I'll carry on with the brambles.
Right. Well, we're making good progress, but unfortunately the strimmer wire's just breaking up really easily. These brambles are really thick, and I've tried to put my brush cutter attachment on, but I'm afraid that's seized on, so I'm going to have to soak that overnight with some WD or something. So we're going to carry on manually. Susie's got her hedge trimmer, and I'm just going to start lopping it off at the bottom, but we're making good progress.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Right, so this is the first time I've actually seen this.
Yeah.
I think it collapsed in sometime in 2022.
Yeah.
It was after the cows were in here, because I always worried about them. They used to go in and out the shelter, didn't they?
Yeah, I can't remember when it happened, but it was a good couple of years ago now. It was
Probably-
within the first year or so of us being here.
It was in the autumn, I think.
And basically what happened, be careful, there was a post like this just here, and it collapsed, and of course it brought all this down. It was just one windy night. We heard it, but we didn't know what the noise was until next day.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's, just to give you the scale, I mean, it's you can get 3 vehicles in it, so it's like a triple garage. It's a really big building.
Mm.
But
So we're
it's-
going to have to dismantle this and more firewood.
well, yeah, some of it will be firewood, some of it we might be able to use
And then rebuild it.
and rebuild it. Because of course one of the draws when we looked at this place was not only the building, the lovely chateau, it was this big meadow here with a shelter, ready-made shelter. Because the plan was to get donkeys. So we were going to rescue 1 or 2 donkeys, or however many. I don't know how many you had in mind, but of course within the first year, dream was shattered. There you go. So
We've got some tiles that may be okay, and if we can get these off.
Yeah.
Our neighbour's got a few for us.
yes, and I think I need to strip this roof off and save it collapsing any further, and save the tiles being damaged. But yeah.
There is the 4th wagon wheel under there. Well, I don't know why it was left in there. It wasn't in very good shape, was it? So
No, and it's
even worse.
shape. I did film it actually when I first came around here to salvage some tiles, but I won't go in there now. But if I can find that footage, I'll show you. But yeah, so yeah, there you go.
So we've got to go down the end there now and measure up the fencing we need to
Measure up, see
put
how much
up.
fencing we need. We've got some bits of fence back up in the barn, so hopefully we've got enough. We can
Some
block that
wire, yeah.
off. Right, let's go. Try to avoid the snakes.
Yes, that's why I brought the rake with me.
Remember, the snakes are more scared of you than you are of the snake.
Yeah, unless you tread on one.
Yeah, if you do, run. What's for dinner tonight?
Oh, funny you should say that. Cauliflower.
Good. Man cannot live on cauliflower alone.
I'm not walking through those nettles.
Okay. Right. So what have we got?
About 470.
470.
Yeah,
So best part of 5 metres then.
15 and a half feet.
Okay,
There,
470.
give or take.
Well, we've got enough fence.
Yeah.
We've got enough.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I'm not going to give an explanation as to that, but the lady in question knows exactly what that is, and I'd like to say a big, big thank you and wishing you all the best. Well, we've decided overnight what we're going to do before closing off the field. We're just going to talk to the farmer and just out of courtesy, really. We don't actually know which farmer it is. I know that sounds bizarre. There are several farms around here.
They have a co-op.
It's cooperative, but there's one farmer in particular who started using the land, and it's not just our meadow, it's the others as well. And briefly, if you allow a farmer to use your land for a period of time, that you can end up, they can take some ancient rights and actually get to keep the land. It's very difficult to get them off it. But
especially if you take payment for it,
especially if you take
apparently.
payment, and we've never taken payment for that reason. But anyway, that's for us to worry about. But it has been useful because they mow the... he bales up all the grass and the cows come in and keep it short, so it will cause a problem, but donkeys and goats will sort that out long term.
I think as soon as it gets hot, it'll probably be burnt.
Well, yeah. So, but anyway, we're really, really happy, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's the first time we've ever gone through that. In fact, we can't even see them most of the time. They're so covered with brambles.
I've been wanting to do this since we moved in.
You have, yeah.
Open them up. And I really like the wrought iron latch and the hook there.
Yeah, the metal latch, definitely.
Yeah, it's got a bit of character to it. So just a brief mention to one of our neighbours who sadly passed away recently. We just found out.
Yeah.
Frank Morin, and he actually lived
Just
opposite
behind.
us, and we used to see him on the way to going to the horses.
Yeah.
And Isa the donkey, who's not there anymore. Last time we saw her, she was lame,
Yeah.
and we haven't seen her since, so I'm really sad about that. But anyway, we used to walk past his house, and he had this beautiful African grey parrot.
Yeah.
And he always used
Romeo.
Romeo, that's it. I couldn't remember the name, but he used to put it on your shoulder, didn't he?
Yeah, I wish I had some pictures of that now, but
anyway,
lovely man.
We don't know where that's gone, but
no.
he used to be a deep sea fisherman in the North Sea.
Yeah.
For years, and
some tales to tell.
Yeah, and he wrote an article for the La Rochelle Maritime Museum, I think. But we'll put a link in the description in case you're interested, because he had quite an interesting life.
Yeah, he did.
And he was an avid watcher of our channel. Yeah. And he messaged to say he wanted to come round because he was really interested in it and see what we'd done. But we didn't see him all winter, and he didn't get to see it.
Never got to see it.
So
we saw it on YouTube. So.
That's really sad.
But yeah, he passed away. So yeah, it's very sad.
He was gone too soon. He wasn't that old.
No.
So anyway, on that note.
Thank you everybody for watching and subscribing, and thank you for the coffees again.
Yeah,
it's
thank
so
you.
So generous of you. Yeah, so more work to do. I've got to strim all this now so we can get to the
I think you've got to make some new gates too.
Yeah.
Because they're really rotten.
Yeah.
They're propped up.
That's for another day.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for watching, and we shall see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.